Hello. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me again with another video. I'm really excited about today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about something I'm very passionate about, which is mental resiliency. Start this video. I'm just going to give you a minute to subscribe to my channel. Okay, if you're not already subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you share this video to everyone you think benefits from this video. That practically means share it to everyone, because I think mental resilience is something that can help every single person. So share this video to everyone. Okay. How I came to know about mental resiliency. I was in a seminar one time, and the speaker, well, I didn't know what the seminar was about. I just went to it because I go for this kind of stuff. But then the speaker was talking about mental resiliency in relation to mental health. And so after I listened to the seminar, so I'm like, this is really interesting and I want to know more about it. And so I took what the speaker said that day, and then I just started applying it in my personal life. And then I started doing more research about it to understand what mental resiliency is. And so far I've discovered that that's something I'm really passionate about, and I am going to share some of that with you today. So basically today I'm sharing tips on how to be more mentally resilient. And let's face it, every one of us, we go through stuff. School is hard. School, okay, maybe not for some people. School is not hard, I don't understand that, but school can be hard for most people. Working can be stressful. Some people are going through different financial challenges. Throughout life, different things happen, and then as a result of these different things happening, that can affect our mental health. And so I think it's really important that everyone tries to build a level of mental resiliency, because when all these things you cannot avoid happen to you, how do you react in such situations? So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So if you don't know what mental resiliency is, it's just your ability to bounce back. When something happens to you, how do you react? Even if you fall, can you get up? How long is it going to take you to get up and stuff like that? Because let's face it, things can be hard. So mental resilience is really important. Mental resilience is not something you just do one time and you're good. It's a skill you have to keep on building, and then you have to try and see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Like I said, I'll be sharing, I don't know if I said 5 before. I'll actually be sharing 7 tips. I will be sharing 7 tips on how to become more mentally resilient. Okay, and if you've never heard about mental resiliency before, go read up about it, go do your research about it. I think it's really important. It's something everyone should be actively trying to develop. And so let's just get right into it. My number 1 tip on how to develop mental resiliency is to affirm yourself. Let me tell you, if you don't like yourself, people can see that. People will be able to see that. And if you don't think you're all of that, other people won't look at you as you being all of that. You have to know to yourself that you are everything and more. You have to develop a high level of self-esteem. It's so easy to say develop self-esteem, but doing that can be hard. But make sure that you are taking steps to develop self-esteem. When you wake up in the morning, what do you tell yourself? When things are going bad during your day, are you saying I'm a failure, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore? Or are you telling yourself, okay, take a break, breathe, you got this? Things like that. All the small things you say to yourself, they're very important. So make sure you affirm yourself. When I look at myself in the mirror, when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, you look so cute today, you're that bitch, you're smart, you're intelligent. You have to keep saying these things to yourself. And most especially, I am God's beautiful creation, so nothing can touch me. You have to say this to yourself, because it's really, really important. Because when things happen, when you're down, the things you've been saying to yourself, it kind of comes back to you. So if that, for example, let's say usually I always tell myself, yeah, I'm a failure, I'm not doing well or something. When I then start failing at something, then it's yeah, I said it or something like that. But then if you are telling yourself, I'm a success, and then you start failing at something, you take a step back, you're no, this shouldn't be happening. I should be successful. I am a successful person. So you start thinking about ways to change your current situation. So make sure you're always affirming yourself every single time you get a chance to. So that's my first point, and that's very, very important. My second point is to eat well. Some people underestimate the importance of eating. Me, I don't play with my food. Some of my friends call me a food digger, because it's always yo, do you have food for me or something like that? You know what I mean? I just eating, and I don't play with my food. So make sure you eat well. When you eat, I don't know, when you eat well, you're happier. I don't know if it's just me. Food makes me happy. Like when I'm eating, I'm like doing a little dance and everything. I love eating. I don't even play with food. What I mean by eat well is not like always eating a burger. Eating a burger is going to make you happier now, but later you're going to be regretting it. So I guess finding a balance, eating what you want to eat, but also eating what's good for your body. That's what I describe as eating well. My third tip is to exercise, because exercise has actually been shown to like improve your health. Like if you're going through like depression and anxiety, one of the things that they recommend is going to actually exercise, right? Because it has been shown that exercise can actually change the physiological state of like certain parts of your brain, which can then affect your mental health. So make sure you're getting that exercise in. And exercising is nice because you start seeing the kind of changes you like. So obviously you exercise towards your goal, you exercise for what you want, you know what I mean? Like exercising makes you feel better, apart from the fact that it brings about like muscle growth in you. It makes you feel better about yourself. Like I don't know, when I exercise, I feel like I just feel better. And when I say exercise, it doesn't have to be going to the gym and like lifting heavy weight. If you can do that, kudos to you. That's good for those who can do it. But if you're just like a beginner and you don't really know anything about exercise, just like taking a walk, especially taking a walk in nature, it just changes your life, trust me. So exercise is really, really important. Which brings me to my fourth point. You need a self-care routine. And when I say self-care routine, I mean a time that you take away. You actually schedule it, that this is when you're going to have a date with yourself. And during that time, you're doing all the things you love. You're just like relaxing. You're maybe doing your nails. You're listening to like calming or soothing music, or you even take a walk on your like just on your own to like ponder about different stuff. That to me, that really, really helps. Like my self-care routine involves Netflix, face mask, junk food. Because usually I try to eat healthy, but during my self-care routine, that's when I just like unravel, do whatever I want. So I eat like whatever I want. Well, popcorners is not really junk food. I just love popcorners. But have a self-care routine. It's really, really important. And then it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You can just like choose one or two things that you want to be doing every week or something to make it like something you like that would make you feel better, or that would just give you time for yourself. I like food, I like movies, and I like relaxing. So that's why when it comes to my self-care routine, it's basically me just like chilling, watching a movie, having food, good food, have a self-care routine. My fifth point is to have a routine. Yes, I said it, have a routine. It's really important. At least for me, I found that like from the research I've done and like how it has like applied to me in my personal life, having a routine really, really helps me because it gives me an idea of what I'm doing. Like having a routine and having goals, and not just like taking life as it comes, if that makes sense. So like have an idea of like what you want, like when it comes to your goals, like write them down. Make sure they are smart goals. So make your goals and then have a routine. With routine, it just gives like structure to your life. So you know, maybe every day at 8:30 you're waking up and you're going to the gym. So by the time you're back from the gym and you shower and eat, you're ready to start your day at like 10 or 11, however time you spend in the gym or in the shower. So have a routine and just like give structure to your day. And if you're trying to plan something, you kind of already have an idea of what your day is going to look like and like what you can change or something like that. So I find that when I don't have a routine, when I'm just like doing whatever, it kind of makes me a bit nervous or anxious. I don't know if it's just me. I like having a routine, you know what I mean? But I know for a lot of people, they would rather just like do life as it comes. Like they just want to go with the flow. If that's what works for you, great. But I think so far for me, I have found that having a routine is what makes me more productive and makes me better. My sixth point is to have a balance of you time and friend time. So I think everyone should have like that one person or two people that you actually call your friend. A lot of times we call a lot of people our friends, but not everyone is your friend. They're your acquaintances. Friends and acquaintances, two very different things. So acquaintances are just people you know, maybe you hang out together once in a while. Friends are the people that if something happens to you today, those are the people you're going to talk to. Those are the people you can, if you're, for example, if you're going through like a mental health problem, maybe let's say you think you might be having depression or anxiety or something like that. A friend is someone you can confide in, and you know that whatever you tell them, like your secret is safe with them, and they still look at you the same, they still respect you, and then they help you get better. So those are actually your friends, not just people you maybe go out to eat with or go to parties with. So make sure you have like good friends, and good friends, you don't have to have like 100 good friends, like one or two good friends and you're solid. Have a balance of friend time and alone time, because I feel like a lot of us, we don't know how to be alone. Like we're always with someone, but I guess that has kind of changed with the pandemic, because for a big part of this year we were on our own. But then having a balance between the times you spend with your friend and the time you spend alone is really important. So let's say something happens and then the people you thought were your friends are not your friends. Now you don't really have anyone. Are you good with being alone for a bit, or would that just like throw you off your game? So have your friends, spend time with your friends, but make sure you're spending time with yourself as well. And finally, my 7th tip is to cut yourself some slack. I said it, you need to cut yourself some slack. I understand that you have all those goals, you have all those things you want to achieve, but the thing is, sometimes life gets in the way, and you have to understand that, and you have to give yourself like enough time to like realize that and then get back on track. Even if something you wanted to do did not go the way you wanted it to go, just understand that that's okay. That's life. Instead of like dwelling on that or being angry with yourself, think about ways that you can improve the situation. Always kind of dwell on the positives instead of the negatives, which is another thing I should mention as like a way you can build mental resiliency. But call yourself some slack, and while doing that, always dwell on the positive side of every situation, because if you dwell on the negative side, life is going to give you enough reasons. So just try to dwell on the positive, try to see the positive in everything, in everyone, in every situation, because that really makes a big difference. This journey to developing mental resiliency has been something I've really enjoyed. In my personal life, I've seen it really affect me positively. So like, for example, when I was in school, when something's not going well, let's say I don't do very well in the test, I start to freak out and I just like get worked up. But as I developed more mental resiliency, I didn't freak out as much, and I was able to just like calm down, take a step back and assess the situation to see what could I have done better going forward. What can I do? You know what I mean? What can I do right now that can affect what has already happened and things like that. So I feel like really important, and it has brought really positive effects to my life. And so I think it's something that can bless everyone. It's something that everyone should strive for. Those are all the tips I have for you guys today in this video on how to develop mental resiliency. It's just something that I think the Spirit of God just laid in my heart, and I thought to talk about it here on YouTube because it's important, like I've said over and over and again. So thank you so much for coming to my channel and watching this video. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you have a great day. If you have a video idea you want me to do, let me know in the comment section. I keep saying section. Section. The comment section. And tell me what you thought about this video. Tell me if you've heard about like mental resiliency before, if it's something you're already like practicing, and any cool stuff you want to tell me. Make sure you share this video to like everybody, everyone you like, people you don't like, people you know, people you don't know, because why not? Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.